Hello, Brave Awakened Ones again. It's me, QV. Good evening, East Coast. No, I'm not on East Coast. I'm in Central Time. Good evening. If you hear any banging in the background, it's just my artist roommate doing her thing. Any which ways. Again, we're still in the 8/8 Lionsgate Day today. It is August 8th, and here in the USA. And I received a more in-depth explanation to what this Lionsgate portal energy is all about. I've actually been debating for the past couple of hours whether or not to make this second video. I did make a video this morning explaining, what happened with the energy and what I witnessed. So if you want to go back and watch the video that I made this morning, go ahead, because this is like a more in-depth explanation to what happened. And you're going to be very happy. Okay. I had already told a friend of mine I wasn't going to make this video. And here I am an hour later after telling her, no, I'm making it, because it was just so not heavy on me, but it's so much information. And, originally we were like, people got it from the first video, but you know what? What the heck? So yeah, the comments are closed because I'm not taking any questions. It's not a Q&A. If you've been on Team V for a minute, you'll get what's going on. If you understand the Kabbalion, you'll get what just happened. Okay. What really happened? Again, I had no expectations. I had no idea what was going to happen. This Lionsgate, I honestly didn't even think about it. I just thought, hey, it's the 8th, my sister's birthday. That's all I thought, really. And when it came to Barry's birthday, that I ended up being a witness to and witness what the shit show that it was, what happened, and that now they're impotent. They have no power. That was it. But then divine intelligence came to me, and it presented itself in the energy of the Ace of Swords. You're going to die laughing when I tell you where this happened. I was at the fish market early afternoon, and I was number 75 and they were up to number 25. So I was just chilling out on the pier, walking around, and then this appeared and all this. And I sat down and this information download came to me. Okay. So I'm going to share it with you because it's fantastic. This 8/8 Lionsgate energy is a double-edged sword. And it's not just the double-edged sword. It's a multifaceted diamond-edged sword where it's not just two edges. Every edge has an opposite edge to it. Okay, so here I go. I'm going to do my best to explain because it was like a dump of information that I wrote on a piece of napkin paper in my car that I can't read now, okay? So I'm going to have to wing it. Okay. So again, what happened overnight with me into this morning is that I was given the honor of being present in an ethereal form at the Barry Obama party and witnessing the shit show that it is. Their spirit cooking, their sex magic, nothing worked. They're impotent now. They have no more power. Why don't they have any more magical powers? Their dark energy, their black magic will not work here on Earth anymore, is because as light workers, and specifically Team V, we were shouldered with this mantle to positively polarize the Earth's energy. So with this Lionsgate, it was the dark ones, the negative ones. I'll put it negative and positive, because it is the principle of polarity that took place, that is taking place right now. Okay. What happened with the negative ones? They knew this Lionsgate was their last opportunity to delay the positive polarization of Earth. We're way too over on the positive side for them to switch it back to negative and stabilize it there. We have done too much work. We already anchored in the Christed light energy back in 2019. It was firmly anchored. All of us light workers served as anchors to that light. So there's no turning it back all the way, turning the pendulum swing back all the way. So this 8-8 Lionsgate was their last ditch effort to try to switch it, to try to push it over, okay? To try to keep us from locking Earth in to that positive polarization. Did not work. We have positively polarized Earth, okay? And we used it using the principle of polarity. This is off of the Kabbalion. The Kabbalion, go read it, okay? I made several videos on it. It's connected with Thoth, Hermes, which is Thoth. All right, so go read the Kabbalion. Okay, so this is the fourth principle, the principle of polarity. Everything is dual. Everything has poles. Everything has its pair of opposites. Like and unlike are the same. Opposites are identical in nature, but different in degree. Extremes meet. All truths are but half-truths. All paradoxes may be reconciled. The Kabbalion. I'm not going to read this entire thing. It's rather long. Again, you could find the entire Kabbalion online for free and print it out. All right. It has to do with mental alchemy, the art of polarization. And we used our higher realm magic in order to do this. Okay. So it is done. It's done. It's done. It's done. Earth is positively polarized. Now, because Earth is now positively polarized, the negative energy used to do the black magic stuff will no longer work. They can try it, but like I saw at Obama's party where they were trying to do all their usual, everything failed miserably, which is why Fox wrote that article that it was a shit show and the party ended early. Ha ha. Ha ha. So that's one part. That's one edge of the sword. Now, the other part of the sword is that since Earth is now positively polarized and their negative dark magic will not be effective the way it used to be, okay? All of the quote unquote war, the battle over Earth, is now going to have to be 100% in the physical realm because all the magic takes place in the ethereal realm. And whatever they do in the ethereal manifests into the physical. So now that the ethereal is off to them, everything they do will now be in the physical. Okay? But here's the other end of that, another facet of that sword. Because now the ethereal on Earth is positively polarized. Light workers, we got the edge. We have the power. The ball's in our court. We hold the top power now on this Earth plane. So even though they can come after us with physical things and cause havoc on Earth with like setting fires, blowing up buildings, things like that, physical, we can intercede on the ethereal and it will be extremely effective. We can stop them in the ethereal in that manner. But here's the other side, the other facet of that. See, it's like an 8-edged sword. Let's put it that way. The other end of that is that those physical issues that they're going to cause now, they've been causing, but now it's going to really get bad in the physical. That is being used by the divine as the threshing floor and as the tribulation. That is the time of tribulation. All these physical quote unquote changes on Earth are being caused by the negative polarized ones. because that's all they have now. That's all the power they have now is the physical. But that physical is being used to thrash, used as a threshing floor to wake up those who have not been awakened yet. And in order for them to become positively polarized, they need to go through this fire, this very physical fire, to positively polarize them. Some will make it, some won't. Some won't even bother trying. They'll just exit. So this day represents that flip, this 8-8 Lionsgate. This energy is the energy that flipped that switch over completely to the positively polarized. Okay. So, now the other side of that, again, it's a bunch of different sides on this several edged sword. Okay. The other side is, as light workers, because we hold the energy in the ethereal now, we're the masters of that now, not them anymore. It's not negatively polarized anymore. It's positively polarized. And we use that energy to build in the ethereal, to have it manifest into the physical. That is how we build our pockets of heaven. And even though the world around us, because now they're totally on the physical plane, they're kicked out of the ethereal, their magic does not work in the ethereal anymore. Yes, they're going to be doing all these horrible things in the physical, but because we hold the ethereal energy, we have this bubble of energy around us and what we build, because it's positively vibrating. Their negative, even earthly stuff can't touch it. That's why people are migrating to certain areas, or if you're already in your area and you start building, and you're building with the positive energy, those who are positive as the normies, or even light workers who fell into the negativity, I know some, as they wake up and become positively polarized, they will be drawn towards your positive pocket of heaven. I hope I'm making some sense here. So I was shown that things are going to be accelerated exponentially for us who are positively polarized. You don't necessarily have to be a light worker to already be positively polarized. My normie friend, who now watches my channel once in a while, she still doesn't understand it completely, but she was so proud of herself because she was explaining some things to me. And she's like, aren't you proud of me? My spirituality is really growing. I said, yes, I'm very proud of you. And my son has a normie friend who's also, it's like they're going from the level of normie to their first level of ascension. And it's fascinating to watch. And it's beautiful to watch. It's great to watch, to see that. Okay. So they will be positively polarized as they wake up, as they pass through the threshing floor and the tribulation, and join us wherever they're positively polarized to and attracted to. Okay. So yeah, that was it. That was rather quick, and that wasn't as painful as I thought it was going to be for me. Okay. So read the Kabbalion, really understand these principles, and really understand, try to get a real good grasp on the principle of polarity if you haven't already, if you haven't been with me. And, I see some people say, oh, I've been with you for years. I've only been doing this since May of 2018. No, I started my business May of 2018. I started doing these videos in July or August of 2018. So no, it's only been 2.5 years. No, almost 3 years. That's right. 18, 19, 20, 20. Yeah, 3 years. I've been doing this for 3 years. That's right. It's been 3 years now. So yeah. So understand the principle of polarity, because this is how we achieve what we have achieved this day, is via using the principle of polarity. And yes, it's more than a double-edged sword. It's a quadruple-edged sword. There are many sides to it. But all in all, this is what we were going for. This is what we wanted to accomplish, and mission accomplished. So now it's about really just laser focusing on what it is we have to do and working with our energies. And yeah, again, we're going to see a lot of crazy stuff going on around us. The world is going to be exploding around us. But understand that that's the physical, and you're working in both realms. And the more power is in the ethereal. Because remember, the higher rules the lower. That's another law in the Kabbalion. Okay? The higher rules the lower. Which law is that? The law, you have the law of rhythm. The higher rules the lower. So remember, this earth plane, this 3D earth was ruled by lower and mid 4D beings. Now that we're high, we have polarized earth, the ethereal plane of earth, to the higher 4D, 5D vibration. They no longer can rule that higher plane. It's out of their reach. So all they could rule is still the 3D. But if you're from the higher, if we're ruling from the higher 4D, 5D, ethereal of earth now, we rule all planes below us. So we're the master of all of that. They are not. So yeah, all they could do is blow shit up. They can't build. They weren't creators to begin with. They're a bunch of freaking squatters. Okay? So yeah, that's it, guys. All right. Hope I made some sense to you guys. Much love. We did this. Bye.